Hello, welcome. If you are new here, I'm Stephanie. I do a lot of writing and productivity sprints here on YouTube. If you are not new, hello, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. I have the Forest Room code scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's also in the chat. If you are wanting to plant a tree with us. I am freezing, so I am currently making tea, so I'll be grabbing that during the first sprint. I haven't done any writing yet today. It's been a day of basically me recharging because I was up entirely way too late. So I played a lot of Dreamlight Valley earlier. Honestly, I would rather be playing that right now, but I know I need to get some words in. Yesterday, I forget how many words I did yesterday. I'm going to have to go through how many words I wrote yesterday. Project Whispering Pines is above 10K for the entire project. I think I'm only at like 9K written for the month, though. I'm not sure. I have been feeling a fantasy mood, though, the past couple of days. I don't know if it's just because the weather is finally changing for me, but I might pull up my fantasy and escape into that for a little bit. We'll see. Anywho, let's get to the chat. Christy, really needed to get started with writing today. So glad to join. So happy to have you. And Micaiah, getting my writing set up so I can hopefully write some before heading to bed in about an hour. Crossing my fingers for you. Nikki, hello. And yes, I did see you in the app. No worries. Alex, hello. Yes, I know. We were talking about that earlier. I honestly love fantasy romance. I just get in these like weird moods where I just want contemporary romance, but it's usually 85% of the time my mind is in fantasy. And then it's like random month or two where I'm all about the contemporary. It's really strange. Really, really strange. But both of my projects in both genres are huge. So, like my contemporary romance, I have an entire world already created in my mind, and I have like 4 or 5 sets of series for that world. And then the fantasy world that I've created is also mega, and I have like one saga that is like 3 sets of trilogies plus a spin-off like 4 or 5 book series. It's wild. It's wild what goes on in my head. I just need to get them all out. Jen is here. Hello. How are you? I'm the same way. I go back and forth, but fantasy romance has a special place in my heart. It will always, always have a special place in my heart as well. Fantasy romance is actually the genre that I wrote the most in when I was dealing with a lot of grief after a lot of losses that my family took in 2022. And I granted I was writing from the wrong POV, but But it was something that I used to escape, and it was so cathartic. And I think because of that, it just will always have a very special place in my heart. Oh, thank you. I try to be. I think that comes with one, kind of being a people pleaser, but two, my husband is very, not necessarily pessimistic, but he's a realist. Like he's he's a realist. But I'm always like looking at the glass is only half full rather than half empty, as where he's looking at it half empty. And so like I feel like that's just kind of how we balance each other out. But yeah, I love how you greet people. I mean, who doesn't want to be greeted? I think I get a lot of it from my mom. One of my favorite stories to tell about my mom is she works in customer service, which like we all hate. But she's the type of person who's really, really good at customer service. And she actually had to move her desk away from someone because they complained that she was too bubbly and too happy. And that's just wild to me. I hear someone sneaking down here. I thought I heard someone sneaking down here. I guess I was wrong. I'm hearing things apparently. Alrighty, I swear I keep hearing. All right, we are going to go ahead and start this first sprint. So if you're not in the forest room and you want to plant a tree with me, the time is now to get in. It might be. We like to joke around that the ghost in our house, his name is Toby. So it very well could be. And honestly, it could have been Storm sneaking around as well. What's my goal for today? That's a good question. That is a very good question. Let me pull up my spreadsheet real quick because I don't even have that up. And let me find out what I need in order to get or to stay on track today. Let's see, drive, Wordy Writer Challenge. And let me pull up TRACKBEAR. If you need a word count tracker other than the spreadsheet that I created, down below I have the website for TRACKBEAR, and we have a Wordy Writer Challenge for November leaderboard there, where all of your words will get put on, like your count will get put on the leaderboard. And so far, whoever Cozy Blanket Bookworm is killing it. They are already at 15,000 words for the month, and their last update was yesterday. So whoever you are, that is amazing. Congrats. Alex is in second right now with 8,200 words. And it's really fun to just like see that. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like there's 8 of us in participating in it, but only 6 have put in their word counts. Yes, it is a new tree. Before Halloween, they had like a little event type thing where if you focused for a certain amount of minutes, you got that spooky tree for free. So I was all about it. Well, join in and that you can at least have one in your forest. It might be in the exclusive shop. So like the ones where you have to buy or use the crystals. Micaiah, you're cozy. You are killing it. Round of applause for you. That is amazing. All right. Going back to this, what is my goal? I didn't put in any of my word count yesterday. So I don't know what my goal is today. Oh, I did. Never mind. I did. Okay. How many words? Let's see. I am technically behind 3,000 words for the challenge. So if I can at least get 1,500 words tonight, that would be great. It all depends on how tonight is going for me, especially with me wanting to switch over to the fantasy for a little bit. So I'm going to say my goal is probably 1,500 words. I've been doing a lot of dating to minor projects. Yay! Yes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start this first sprint. So let me go ahead and get this off. There we go. And we are going to go ahead and start that spooky tree. And I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Do-do-do-do. Okay, that sprint for me was more admin kind of stuff. I was getting all of my spreadsheets figured out and making a document for all total words for the Wordy Writer Challenge. That way I have a backup of all the words that I put, and plus that'll just be like a messy document that has all of the projects that I'm working on. It'll be just like a copy of all those words. That way I know like how many total words I have. Don't ask. And then I went to Noveler, and currently I have the free plan for it. But Scrivener is just not working for me right now. It keeps messing with my word counts, and that really, really bugs me. That's not saying that I love Noveler, because I don't have one program that I love all the way through. But I needed something else, and I don't think I can do it in Word. So I'm transferring over my words that I have for Project Amethyst over to Noveler so that they're in one spot, and I can tell what. Sorry, I thought I heard something. I can tell what my total word count is for that project. Let me set up a new room for us. We're going to go ahead and do this moon tree because why not? It's beautiful. Okay, new room code for planting a tree with me is HKFY34SG. HKFY34SG is the new forest room code. It is scrolling at the bottom, and it is also in the chat. And let me get to the chat. Christy said she's gonna aim for 1500 too. Yay! Katrina, hey. Jen, I'm doing school stuff this stream. Sounds good. Alex, I'm at 12:24 for the day, editing and adding a few things into Project Phoenix. Yes. Mostly I'm just re-editing or rereading and becoming obsessed with the story again. And honestly, I love when that happens. That is like one of the best feelings ever. I just finished a book for a client, though. I do need to go back in and add some stuff. Sounds like fun. Noveler, my fave ever. I love that it shows you how many words you've deleted too. I'm pretty sure Scrivener does that too. Scrivener also shows how many words you have in stuff that's in like the overall project, not just the manuscript. But it's just the manuscript words that I usually count. But it'll show the rest of the project too. So like all your brainstorming stuff and whatnot. I'm just having a hell of a time right now. The only problem I have with Noveler right now, besides that it's like a learning curve because I haven't been on it in years, is that it's web-based. We know I love a good desktop app. I'm sick of the subscriptions. I wish it was available offline in an app type of way rather than just web-based, because I've said it once before, I don't always have it already at the go on a web page when I am offline. A lot of the times I'm offline when I'm over at Amelia's karate class. And in order to have, like, to work on Noveler, I need it in the web browser already loaded up. And that really pisses me off. Yeah, I've been working in Noveler and Scrib, but we'll probably focus on Noveler for now. Yeah, because you were having trouble with the syncing. There's the word. Micaiah did 737 words. Yes. Amazing. Christy, I wrote 250 because I got distracted. Hey, more words than what I wrote, okay? It's words. My best friend I'm staying with is working from home. The internet is being fixed and a new one is being installed literally right now. Lots of distractions to manage. Oh, sounds like it. It's easier for me to write at work on Noveler. Yeah, I remember that when I worked in an office and like on my downtime when I had nothing, that all my work was caught up and everything and whatnot. I remember, I think that was the time when I was doing Dabble Writer, but Dabble Writer is just astronomical in pricing. But yeah, I remember it being very friendly for when I was not on my desktop or my laptop. I was like on a different computer. Devin, hello, my love. Oh, snap, I missed the beginning. No worries. We only did one. Yeah, we've only done one sprint so far. I never did the break. One of these days, I will, be on top of this. I'm just making that break a little bit shorter. Confession, I've never used Scrivener. No worries, you're not the only one who hasn't used it. It scares me. I can see that. It does have a learning curve, but I feel like Campfire has a steeper learning curve than Scrivener. And that's coming from someone who has not even used Scrivener to its full capacity. I like Scrivener. I like Scrivener, but I know I'm not using it to its full capacity. Same. Yeah, same. I literally only use Word, feel very basic. No, don't worry. There are a ton of authors out there who only use Word. I started off on Word. I want to say probably the majority of us who wrote on a computer started off on Word. I like Word for certain things. Like I like it for editing and like track changes and whatnot. But the actual drafting, I like to be able to switch around my scenes without having to copy and paste it somewhere, where I can just like drag the scene somewhere. And most writing programs have that capability aside from Word and Google Docs. I loved Scriv, but the syncing is wonky sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if they are like coming out with an update soon or something, but like between your syncing issues and me not being able to see how many words I have, it's so strange. I don't know what's going on. I literally opened up my C project during this last sprint and it's only showing that I have 1,595 words total, and that's a lie because I actually have 8,869 words already in that. So like, and it's not like they're missing because when I highlight the scenes, they're all there. It's just it's not calculating it correctly on like where it shows the word count, and that's what's pissing me off. I bounce between Word and Campfire. Word more so because I write anywhere and everywhere, online, offline, on my phone, tablet, or computer. Yeah. So like that's why I like Word too. And that's like my biggest reasoning as to why I love Scrivener is because I don't need the internet to even open it. Like in order to open Noveler or Dabble or all of these other things, you have to be connected to the internet. And then once you are connected to that project, then you can go offline and, do all the writing, and then it'll sync up once you're back on Wi-Fi or whatever. But if I don't already have it open and I don't have internet at the time, I'm shit out of luck. That is why I love Scrivener and why I love Word simultaneously. But for drafting, I draft better in Scrivener than I do for Word. I don't know why. I no longer got the time during work to write. My journals are saving my life on that front right now. Yes. Especially with your new job. For Campfire, you have to make sure you're synced before going offline. Yeah, and that's what pisses me off. Specifically because like I like to try out like different like mom and pop type of cafes, and not all of them have Wi-Fi. And this haunted me when it happened. I think almost I don't know if it was last summer. I think it was last summer. So like a year and a half ago. I went to this cute little cafe with one of my best friends, and we were going to get some work done, and they didn't have Wi-Fi. And um, I was I had Living Writer and Butter Docs as an app, like a desktop app, but in order to open them, you still needed to be connected to the internet. And then once you were, had it opened and whatnot and it was available, then you could get offline, and then you could do all of your writing offline if you wanted to, but you needed the internet first. And that is my biggest gripe with every single writing software out there except for Scrivener and Word. Because there are times where I don't have that program up and running or even on the web page or whatever, but I can't get onto it if I don't have the internet from the get-go. Word for life. I just wish it was easy. Like, I wish I could draft in Word. I feel like once I found Scrivener, that was my drafting program, and Word took the wayside. And every single time I go into Word, like I do okay for like a scene or two, and then I just like I can't. I don't know what it is. I use Open Office mostly, but that's like kind of like Microsoft Word and kind of like Pages, isn't it? It's just a cheaper version, if I remember correctly. I feel like I used to have Open Office. I always copy and paste from Scrivener to Word to edit for clients. I am also just sending them a document and not really formatting it for them. I understood what you meant. I switch my scenes around in Word all the time. Yes, but you still have to copy and paste it. You can't just you can't just take the title and drag it to where you need it. You have to actually copy and paste, and that I can't get behind anymore. I've been spoiled with all the other writing programs where you can just drag and drop where you need it to be. I need to get to 4,571 words to catch up. Technically, you don't need to do that all in one day. If you have not started any words, let me pull up my. Let me just copy this real quick and put it there. Okay. if you have not started and today is your first day of putting new words in, you technically only need to write 1,538 words today and every other day. But if you surpass that, it'll start chipping it away. But don't feel like you need to hit all 4,000 words right now. Copy, paste. And let's get rid of this. Sorry, I was doing it on my, there we go, on my spreadsheet. I can't write in Word and Campfire doesn't work with my brain. Campfire's manuscript drafting portion is very similar to Word. And I tried drafting in Campfire and it doesn't work for me. Scrivener is a one-time purchase. It is not a subscription. I think it is $40 or so. I've ended up paying, I think, close to, I think it was like 60 or 80 total because I first purchased it in 2012. And then they had a huge update in 2021, 2022, where in order to have the latest copy, you needed to repurchase it, which I'm fine with doing that. That is totally fine with me, especially if it's, $40. And like you didn't even need to upgrade to the latest version if you didn't want to. You could have just kept going. I'm totally fine with the one-time purchase. And then with if they do a major update later on, pay for that update. That's fine. I am totally fine with that. But yes, it is technically a one-time purchase. And I love that. That is the other big factor of why I love Scrivener so much. Either 4517 or 4566 words to cut. Girl, you don't have to write all of that today. You can chip it away little by little. No, I don't copy and paste. I swear I drag and drop. No, you do not. All right, now I gotta see. Does that actually work? I feel like I've tried that before and it didn't work. Oh, well, would you look at that? It does work. When did they do that? Because I feel like I've tried that before and it didn't work. Okay, well, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work for me then. Yeah, I like the drag and drop, even though I write linear instead of all over the place and rarely drag and drop things. So for probably 85% of my writing, I'm writing linearly. However, I don't have to. Like if a random scene comes to me and I need to just get it out, I will start it over, which is why I like Scrivener, because I don't have to title it anything yet. At least in Word, you still have to title it and I wouldn't know what to title it. Question mark scene, I guess, but the dragging and the dropping, and Scrivener has the cork board, which I love the cork board. I know. I need Scrivener and several other writing programs to just combine, have a baby, and be a one-time purchase type of thing. And yeah, that's what I need, but it's not there yet. Yep, I've had Scriv for a decade or more because it was a one-time purchase. Yeah. And there's only been the one major update that you had to do an extra pay for if you didn't get Scrivener before the major update, which I think was not too long ago. Maybe it was longer. I don't even know. Okay. I have to write in order always. That's how Katrina is. I don't have to. Don't change what works for you. Yes, but what works for me isn't working right now. It will mess with your system and slow you down. Yeah, I know. I'll have to share the mess I'm working with now. I like pulling up an info tab on Scrivener and writing notes. Yes, I love that too. I love that too. Living Writer, I think, is very similar to Scrivener as well. However, it has a desktop app, but it's still like a web-based type of thing. So like you still have to be connected to the internet. I don't remember if they have an offline. They might have offline capability, but I think you have to be connected to the internet to open it. And then once it's open, you can disconnect from the internet. Don't quote me on that though, because it's been a while since I've played around with Living Writer. Yeah, I got the major update. Yeah. We should all get together and hire a developer to make that program. Seriously, like if I could build it, I would. But technology and me are, we are not good. And sell it for millions and let them deal. Yes. Like, if only a developer wasn't, I bet you they're expensive. I bet you they're super expensive. Like, this is why I wish I knew someone who was like a software developer. I don't know anyone in my circle of friends. I don't know anyone. But yes, like I want a program that works for me. Not everything, like parts of every other things work, but not all together. You know what I mean? I need a Frankenstein version of everything. I enjoyed Living Writer when I worked, but I've canceled it. Yeah, I canceled it, I think, last year because I just wasn't using it very often. And I didn't really need something that was like on the go as much. But I kind of wish I didn't cancel it so that I could play around with it right now since Scrivener's been pissing me off. I swear me and the Grand are about to go round and round if he doesn't stop pressing buttons on my keyboard. No! Get him a little, like, play keyboard or something. I did that with my kids when they were little. I'm about to share a screenshot with some heavy spoilers. Where should I drop it in the Discord? Ooh, let's see. Is it for how you are doing, like how you write and whatnot? Let's see. It can go in. Resources? It can probably just go in the writing chat or the share your work since it's your work that you're sharing. Feel like I might need to put in a new channel for stuff like this, like troubleshooting or something. I don't know. It can go wherever right now. Yes, Katrina's grand will be 2. He is close to a Thanksgiving baby. He has his own keyboard to tap on, but no, he wants mine because it lights up. Well, I mean, that's fair. I'm not a software engineer, but I do know how to code in HTML, but get super bored with doing it. So the amount of HTML that I know is from my MySpace days and my blogging days. And it's been far too long since MySpace. I am dating myself right now, if you don't know what MySpace is. And my blogging days, Katrina, when's the last time I blogged? It's been very, very, very long. So I feel like I forgot how to do everything. I didn't write when mine was little. When I did, I used a notebook back then when she was watching a movie. Nice. Devin, you're the best. I'll take a look at it. All right, we are all caught up on, I loved MySpace. I loved how, not feral, but brutally honest we all were with where we ranked our friends. Like, and if you had, if you got into a fight with one of your friends, you made sure that they knew that they did something wrong because they would not be in the spot that they used to be in. Oh my gosh. He's driving me nuts. Oh no. It's been a long time, like right after I quit blogging. Yeah. It's been a long time. Definitely before the pandemic. I want to say I haven't really blogged consistently since I had kids. So it's probably going on 8 years. MySpace needs a comeback because Facebook is a hot mess. So I'm not on Facebook very often. The amount of Facebook that I do is like a month drop of pictures that happened, like events that happened that month. So I'm not on Facebook for it to be a hot mess for me. But MySpace was where it was at. I loved MySpace. I hate that it went away and then went into just like the music scene. It's a tough age, but I miss it sometimes. Yeah, I think we all miss those ages at times. My parents didn't want me on MySpace. I don't think parents wanted any of us on social media, to be perfectly honest. But what I love about MySpace is that we weren't all like butthurt about everything. I'm staying away from Facebook for about a week. I stay away from socials during election season for about a month. Election season, it's just brutal everywhere, so I stay away from it. Oh yeah, if you weren't on that first row, you were on the crap list. Yep. Like I limited the top 8 to top 4. Okay, so then that's probably around when I stopped too. And that was a year after Amelia was born. So that checks. I check Facebook. I check Facebook occasionally. I just miss my friends and family. It's my bedtime. I need to be up at 5 a.m. Night, Devin. Thanks for chit-chatting with us. I'm sorry we didn't do another sprint yet. I had already graduated high school when MySpace came out. MySpace came out. When did MySpace come out? 2004? 2003. Oh, I was close. I was so close. I was in middle school. Joe was in high school. He was a year away from graduating. Facebook is better than Twitter right now, especially because Facebook just feeds you things you've searched for. I saw a castle post, clicked on it, and now Facebook thinks I want to buy a castle. Yes. Yeah, unless you have super political friends in your list, then you're just seeing all of their posts. But the good thing about Facebook is you can just hit the snooze button and it'll just snooze them for 30 days and then it's fine. Twitter has always been a dumpster fire around election season. Always been a dumpster fire. I was married when I was on MySpace. I'm old. You're not old. Oh, I know. I'm so sorry for you guys. No worries. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it for very long tonight. Thank you for joining us, guys. Yeah, I think it launched literally right after I graduated. Yeah, as to where I think Facebook launched very close to me graduating high school. If I why that's not what I wanted. When did Facebook start? 2004 is when Facebook came out, which is the year I graduated high school. So, for the majority of my high school days, it was MySpace. And then for the majority of college was like Facebook for me. Um, or senior year, basically. Senior year. No, Facebook was out before then. I remember senior year, my senior year, I got Facebook. That's probably it. Ew, why does everyone have to get up so early? I haven't been on Twitter in forever. It never stuck with me. Yeah, I go on every so often just to like throw on like a link for my stream every so often, but like it's very few and far between. I'm from the UK. When there's a general election, it's pretty chill, to be honest. I wish it was pretty chill here. But yeah, it's not. I was on Twitter when I was a book blogger, but I haven't been on it in like 5 years. It's a dumpster fire. Yeah, I know. I know. And then Devin's on the East Coast, so it's later. Alex is on the East Coast, so it's later right now. That's fine. Like, I'm tired too. I'm going to try and get some words in, though. All right, let's go ahead and start this sprint. We're going to start the tree. For those of you signing off, I hope you guys have a great night and you sleep well and you have the sweetest dreams. And for those of you who are staying on, I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? I'm going to remember to put the break on right now. And let me go ahead and get a new forest room code for us. And then we can get to chit-chatting. All right, new forest room code is 3ZFSU92SG. 3ZFSU92SG. And it is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and it is also in the chat. I finished copying over all of my words for Project Amethyst over into my Word document. And I'm trying out Devin's Way, which, if you're interested, she did a screenshot of how she drafts in Microsoft Word, and it looks pretty cool. It has like the vibes of Scrivener aesthetically in a way, as to where like it has the navigation pane and then like the comments on the side. So I'm going to try it out. We'll see. We'll see how I like it. But I'm in the middle of putting in a comment for something that I know that I need to change in the future, but I don't want to work on the change right now because a forward progress. We need to work on forward progress. That is what I need to work on. So that is what I did. And Kate is here. Hello, Kate. It is 9:30 my time, so you're an hour behind me. Welcome. Time to get some more words down and enjoy the writing community. Yes, so we love to have you. Alex left us during that sprint, but she ended the day with 1,423 words and lots of ideas to mull over. Yes, good night, y'all. Thanks for joining us, Alex. Katrina got 334 words. Congrats. Christy got 605 words and did some rereading. The rereading of a previous chapter was actually pretty fun. That's actually what I'm going to have to do just to like refamiliarize myself with this story, since I haven't been in this story in about a month. But rereading is always fun. Almost hit 5K on the project. Yes, that's amazing. For my projects, for Project Amethyst, I'm at just under 9K total. And for Project Whispering Pines, I'm at just above 10K. Just Microsoft Word. If you take a look at the screenshot that she put in the writing chat, she has the navigation pane, and you can drag and drop. So she has like the chapters as like the headings, and then each scene is titled, and they're like a heading 2 or something. And then on the side she has the comments put up, so you can like use like them as like the notes that you would in Scrivener on the note panel. I don't know. I'm going to try it out. See if I like it. Altogether, I have 5,298 words so far. Behind, but it's okay. I might catch up over the next few days. Absolutely. It's super early in the month. You got this. Agreed. I would have never like even thought to have the comments. The only thing that might irritate me for the comment portion is when I see a word that is highlighted in the actual draft. Um my my type A brain, my brain is half type A, half type B, but the part of my brain that it would piss me off is that I haven't fixed that, you know? Like when I see comments and like they're highlighted, it means for me that I need to do editing, and we'll see how my brain works with doing it this way. But I'm wondering if you can just like hide the color or make it like super like not noticeable that that word is highlighted. But I mean, I don't think that's a thing. And yes, that is awesome, Kate. Woo! Also, I'm sorry if I still sound nasally. I'm still dealing with the remnants of the cold that I had last week. Was that last week? Yeah, it was right before Halloween. It's just messing with my sinuses. Oh, man. I don't know. I really wish I knew a software developer. Also, comments copy in. So when I post on AO3, I have to triple check there's nothing random in there. Do they really? I don't like that. It's okay for my first draft. I'm not posting it anywhere right now. But good to know. Yes. Yes. I need the kind of like the aesthetic of Scrivener with the drafting of Scrivener mixed with the goal setting of Novelpad, because I loved that goal setting where it like showed like the calendar as well. Mixed with also what I like on Novelpad is some of like the plotting kind of stuff. So you can see how many words each character is. So like it's different like POVs. You can see if like your characters are balanced out. I like that aspect as well. I love the corkboard view, but I also don't mind the whole plot board that I think Dabble had. I don't remember. But like I want little pieces of each program to be put into one and have my perfect little baby program that is just perfect. And I need it to be offline capability without having to be online from the get-go. Preferably a desktop app of sorts and a one-time fee with the potential of a paid upgraded update. That is what I want. It's what I need. It's not here. I'm hoping to hit 50K on my project starting in August over the next few days. I have just under 1,000 for the 2 sprints we've done so far. Yes, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, you can do it. You've got less than 6,000 words left. You can do it. Yes. I wish for this as well so I can take my laptop to places where there is no Wi-Fi. Yes. Like I understand the whole, you're at home, you open up the web browser, you start getting your novel situated, and then you turn off the Wi-Fi yourself to have distraction free. Yes, that's great. Okay. But I need it for when I don't already have it open, because I don't leave all of my programs up and running on my laptop 24/7. You know? Yes. 1,000% yes. Or like a secluded cabin in the middle of nowhere on like a little writing retreat, because I want to do that one of these days. But in order to do that, I need to be able to have a program that works offline from the very beginning. That is a must need for me. Nikki, I don't see you in the forest if you're still here. We're going to start the next sprint in just a moment. So this is your last call to join the forest room, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I have to redo my nails. They're looking pretty ratchet. Oh. I think we're going to do 2 more sprints, and then I'm calling it a night. All right. Didn't get any words in that. Okay, then it's taking its sweet time because it doesn't show you yet. It's just lagging. That's okay. I'll wait until I see you and then I'll start it. What's up, baby? Are you here to say hi to the people? Come here. Are you here to say hi? Say, I had to get a bath today because I rolled around in something gross and stunk up the whole house. I'll do one more, then I'll say goodnight as well. What? Come here. Nikki, I still don't see you in there. Are you sure you're in? Hey. Hi. We gotta brush you. We gotta brush you. You're nice and soft though from your bath. Too bad your hair is just coming off everywhere. Yeah, I can only do one more, then I gotta go to bed. I mean, if everyone's gonna head out after the next one, I'm fine with only having one more. I'll put potentially the last sprint of the stream. It's so soft. That's wild, Nikki. Because it's literally not showing you in here. All right, well, if you say you're in there, I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Hopefully it started for you. No, Storm, we're not going in the garbage. All right, I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did you do? Let me know. Let me go ahead and start this break. And let's see. I was at... Let me do the math on this. I was at 88.69. Now, let's see, how many words did I add? $497 words have been added. I am just shy of 10K in this project by like 640 words. I might do one more. If people are still here, I will do one more. Let's go to the chat. Okay, I'm glad it started for you because it still wasn't showing you on my end. Only 125, but I hit the 5K mark. Yes, that's amazing. Just under 600 that time. The scene is quite a bit longer than other chapters, but I can't really think of where to cut/split it. Sometimes those scenes just, sometimes you just have to have those scenes. I try to keep each of my scenes at like between 1,200 and 1,500 words each, but there are plenty of scenes that are like 2,400. So it is what it is. Christy will still be here. Okay, I will do one more then. One more sprint before I call it a night. Just so I can try and get this project to the 10K mark. That would be pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and grab or start this new tree. All right, let's see. Captions. New forest room code is 8DJKH6SG. 8DJKH6SG. And that is now scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and it is also in the chat. Storm, go to bed. Sorry. Katrina, I need just over 1,800 words per day to finish by the end of the month. I may try for a big writing day this weekend. Yes. Let me... We're fairly busy on Saturday, and Sunday we just have a wake to go to. But I am down for getting all the words in. Maybe I'll do like a... I'm not going to say that because I don't know what time the wake is. So... let's see. How many words do I technically need today? Let me pull up my spreadsheet. I technically need 1,347 words to stay on track. and I'm at 497 so far. 1347 minus 497. I roughly need 850 words more for the day just to stay on track. But it's okay. It's okay if I get just a little bit less than that. I'll make up for it later this week or tomorrow or something. Bella's got rehearsal Saturday morning, so I'm going to try and write in the morning. I can probably do some writing while we're at Amelia's karate class. Are we even going to her karate class? Because we've got, I don't even know. Never mind. I don't think we're going to that this weekend. Because we have a trimming of the tree for Joe's lodge. But I don't know what time that is at. Nikki has 409 words in the story so far. Nice. Sunday, I have nothing that I know of. Do you get more words or less when you sprint? I get more when I'm sprinting for sure. As long as I'm focused on the writing. There are days where I just can't focus and I do anything and everything to not get words in. But when I am like sitting down and sprinting, that is when I get the majority of my words, rather than if I just sat down, didn't set a time limit, and just like wrote whenever. I feel like I don't get as many words in that kind of a session. Jen gets more. Katrina typically writes more, but yes, Katrina does do better with lower, with the 15-minute sprints. My sweet spot, I think, is like a 20-minute sprint. I've noticed for the 25-minute sprints, unless I'm like in the middle of a scene that I just started, or that I'm continuing from a previous sprint within a few minutes of each other, the first like 5-ish minutes, I'm like not writing. I'm focusing, I'm attempting to focus, or I'm rereading something, or I'm just getting distracted. And then I write for like about 20 minutes or so during that sprint. So like, that's why I don't mind doing the 25-minute sprints, because I still am able to get at least a good 20 minutes of writing time in most cases, if my kids aren't distracting me or if Storm's not distracting me. However, something that I've been wanting to try again is Katrina and I tried doing that stair step challenge that Kate Kavanaugh did. I think this was like 2 or 3 years ago. And it was like basically gamifying the writing sprints. So you started off at 20 minutes, and then it would be your like base word count goal word count that you got for that 20 minutes. You would then move down to a 15-minute sprint, and you would try and beat the word count that you got for the 20-minute sprint. And if you did, you would move down to a 10-minute sprint. You would try and beat the word count that you got during the 15-minute sprint. If you didn't, you have to go back up to a 15-minute and attempt to beat it. And if you did, you can go back down to a 10. And like, so far, it was really fun when we did it. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly like right now, or if it's making sense right now. I do have a writing vlog in my videos from, I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was 3 years, but I think it was only 2 years ago. If you're interested, I do want to try that again. And then I really do want to do one day of streaming where I just roll my D100, which is my 100-sided die, and just do sprints based off of that. I want one chaotic live stream like that one of these days. There are reading streams where the sprints are around an hour, and I get a lot done in those too. Yes. I would not mind doing readings streams like that once I get like my reading chair. Like when I get my reading chair and I can just like prop my laptop over there and read comfortably. I would hate to like sit here and read because I feel like this would not be comfortable. But I would love to do a reading stream. I think I do best with roughly 30-minute sprints, but I joined some the other day where each sprint got a little bit longer each time, which was kind of ideal. That's awesome. It's always fun to try different things because sometimes you never know if it's going to work for you or not. All right, last call on if you want to plant a tree with me. We're going to start this will be the last sprint because I need to take my contacts out and I can feel myself getting like super stuffy and I just need to go take my medicine and lay down. I always write during those sprints. Nice. My eyes are itchy too. My sinuses just suck. All right. I see you guys in there. We're going to go ahead and start the tree. And this will be the final sprint of the stream. And I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? That was actually a really good sprint for me. I was pretty focused the entire time. And I went over 10K total for the project, which is awesome. So let me do the math and find out how many words I added during that sprint. 794. That was such a good sprint for me. Which means I'm really close to hitting that daily goal that I needed. How many words am I shy? Let's see, 13, what was it? 1347 that I needed today. Minus 497. Minus 794. I literally need 56 more words. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. 700 exactly, and I smashed past the 1500 goal I set myself at the beginning of the sprint. That's amazing. I almost got there. How many words did I say that was total? I didn't even do that count. 497 plus 794. Oh, it's so weird that it's the same numbers, just rearranged. 1,291 words is what my total was for today, and that is awesome. I will take it. Yes, well done. Let me go ahead and add all of my new word counts to $12.91 for the day. Submit. $10,160, perfect. Wordy Writer Challenge. Whoop, whoop. I am now at 6,268 words for the month, and I'm only down by 1,700. Ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all. I will take it. All right, now let's add that to my spreadsheet. Perfect. That means tomorrow, just to stay on track, I need 1,349 words, which is easy to do, and it's almost on par with what we need to have daily. So like I've almost gotten back to like my the normal words per day meet goal type thing. Oh, all right. It's been a day. I need to log off. Great start. Have a good evening. I'm going to carry on writing throughout the afternoon because I'm already at 4. I forgot that it is not almost 11 o'clock at night for you. You are tomorrow afternoon right now. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I totally forgot that. Well, congrats on hitting the low goal. and hopefully you're able to get some more words in. I'll be in the Discord and I'll let you guys know when I stream next. But it was lovely chatting with you, lovely writing with you, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. But for now, happy writing!